Hey, what's up guys, Will here for GSM Arena. These days the smartphone world has been all about Samsung, and the latest device to come my way is the highly anticipated flagship, the Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G. Let's open up the box and see what's inside. Alrighty. The first thing you see is the S20 Ultra. Let's have a look. The phone is pretty hefty and thick. Let's take these stickers off. The design looks pretty nice, but I wouldn't call it flashy. Oh, must have hit the power button. Okay, what's next? Oh, hold on, let's check under the lid. Yeah, sure enough, there's a package under here. There's a SIM tool, and inside we have some paperwork and a clear silicone case to protect the phone. Nice. Back to the main box. Down at the bottom is a decent looking pair of packaged earbuds. These are USB-C since there's no audio jack. The bundled charger is 25 watts, but the phone supports much faster 45 watt charging. We have here the charging cable. And what's in this little package? Is it a dongle? Well, no, there's actually nothing in there. In our package at least. So now that we have the S20 Ultra 5G in our hands, I'm going to do something a little different. Since we've already gotten the phone's key features from Ricky, which I'll leave a link to down below, today let's focus on the cameras, which there's a lot of hype about. This quad camera setup is the most advanced we've seen from Samsung. There's a 108 megapixel main camera, a 48 megapixel zoom lens, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a TOF depth sensor. There are some things missing this time around. The variable aperture on the main cam, and super slow-mo video recording. But let's focus on what's new. I'll start off by walking you through the main cam. Instead of combining 4 pixels into one, as we've seen from quad Bayer cameras, this one combines 9, so from a 108 megapixel sensor, the output is 12. Since you're combining so much data to get each pixel in the final photo, one of the results should be more true-to-life colors. A sensor this large brings other benefits too, like depth of field. The bigger the sensor, the shallower the depth of the area which is in focus, so you get a natural background blur in your shots. You can also shoot in the full 108 megapixel resolution. As you'd expect, this takes time, and the file size is enormous. Now onto the 48 megapixel telephoto, which is a first for Samsung. It's a periscope zoom lens with OIS, and offers 4x optical zoom and 10x hybrid zoom. So far these shots look great. The lower zoom levels actually attract us the most, since they're not done digitally. You can get 30x and all the way up to 100x, something branded as space zoom. As you'd expect, you won't get great looking results here, but it may be useful to take a look at faraway objects. The 12 megapixel ultra wide cam is the same on paper as what you'd find on many other recent Samsung phones, including the lack of autofocus. It's not totally clear yet if it's exactly the same, but the results look decent regardless. The fourth camera on the S20 Ultra is a TOF depth sensor, so you won't be doing any shooting through it, but it does help with subject detection when you're taking portrait shots. There are some new features involving video recording too. Single take will capture photos and videos from all rear cameras simultaneously, and produce photos, videos, and animated GIFs for up to 10 seconds. Another innovation is the ability to record video in 8K, with the main cam at 24 FPS. This means it's more usable than other implementations of 8K, which only go up to 15 FPS. One thing we did notice was that 8K video crops in quite a bit compared to 4K. 4K video itself looks quite good, as you would expect here. Finally, we shouldn't forget the selfie camera, which is 40 megapixels compared to 10 on the other S20 models. It has autofocus and can record 4K video too. You can even switch between 4K video on the front and the rear camera on the fly. So there you have it guys, the S20 Ultra 5G ushers in this year's latest innovations as far as smartphone cameras go. Now, it won't be cheap, at all, at over 1,300 euros, but my hopes are that this new tech will start to show up even in more affordable places. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon with our full review.